Hello plastic model builders, welcome back. This is part 3 of the B-17G Flying Fortress. Alright, so what we're doing now, we are painting the rest of the interior detail. We didn't get to all of that in the last video. So here it is. See, we had our cockpit instruments. We're doing more control panels right here. We have this little guy. I don't know what it is, but I'm just painting it white. Going to go all along our conduits, paint those white. Right here we have more conduit and paint all that white. So as you can see, all the conduit that we have, just paint it all white. Make it look pretty, get some model making madness in there because that's the way we like it. Anyway, so we have all this conduit that we're going to paint. Got a lot of hoses left over, things like that. Remember, not a lot of this will be seen. Some of these will, like these. You can see those from the inside of the cockpit. Don't have to look too pretty because remember it is through glass. Then we've got these little deals right here. I painted mine, then I put some liquid mask over them. I don't remember if I repainted them afterwards because you know sometimes that happens and you have to do it. Why do I have flat black? There you go, wheels. Show you a little bit of these. Just go around the edges. The hubs aren't that defined. Got to be careful right here. This is the way they built this. I'm sure it could be better in other models, but that's the way that is, that rear wheel. Break off our wheels. Make sure everything lines up. If you have certain versions of this plane, the hubs on the inside do not match the landing gear, so you just have to file them out and make it round. Be forewarned, you'll see that in a later video. Make sure the treads line up when you put these together. If they do, then it's good to go. We have our little boxes and our pins. Just, you know, glue these things together. This is one way to do it. Go all the way around with your glue, close them up, or you can just lightly put the glue on top of it and let it soak in like we do here. All sorts of methods. Y'all are better at it than me, of course, because I just make videos. I'm not great at modeling. Here are our wood pieces. Why are we cutting things out? Yes, that's right. Time to start assembly of the flight decks. A bunch of those. Got a couple rear ones and 2 front ones, upper and lower. Gun sights, tables, chairs, landing gear. Actually, I'm sorry, not landing gear, but chairs. So we have our gun sight here. Painting that. It is a gray color. All done with this one. Make it look good. I like it. Some more interior right here. Almost done with this stuff right here. It's a little tedious, so we just deal with it and we get it all done. That way this model can be built. You see me just dry brushing some stuff there. Got a little bit everywhere. That's okay. You can make it look like wear. That's the purpose of these old models. Or not models, I should say planes. You can just make them look like they've been beat up and used and abused. So here's a gun. Just go around that. We do need to put some decals on this model. I did some of them. One of them I don't know if I did right, and then I wound up reversing it later on, and we will show you that right now. So cut these out so they can be installed. See 2 of those right there, H's. I assume this is correct. I don't remember what happened with this. Put it at an angle. Whether that's right or not, I don't know. I'm sure it can be fixed, but that's how I did it. Not a big deal. We've got this one here. Don't forget, make sure they conform nicely. You might want to cut them a little closer. That's what I wound up doing eventually, or will do. Maybe not. Thought I did, but you can see it conforms nicely to that. You can't really see it anyway, so now it's time to assemble all the interior flight decks. Have all of our bulkheads. Some of these are silver on the back because you don't see them at all. You can tell by looking at them that they're unseen. However, if you're doing the half version, you might paint that because it's the back side. Put all these in there, and by doing that you can line up the bulkheads properly to make sure they fit. So we're putting in a chair, and you see right there next to the wood table. We're going to put this in this section of the flight deck, and you see that little hole there? That will be for the ball turret, the thing that holds it at least. I forget its name. Here we go, dry fitting that part. And you see it fits in nicely, so just kind of let that sit there. This is the instrument panel right here. Got two pieces. This fits nicely inside of there. See, I got my weathering on there. Get your glue on the inside. This is how I did it. Part number 50 match with part number 49. Where's part 49? I don't know. Couldn't find it. Doesn't exist. This is a different type of model. I don't know why they have that on the directions. But just put part 50 onto the pin. And that's what we will do. It goes just like that. If you ever find part 49, let me know. Hopefully I did mine right. Put our sight in there. Make sure it lines up. These are our two control handles, wheels, I don't know, half wheels. Got our instrument panel with our rudder thingies, foot pedals. Slap that down in there. It's got some nice little spots in there. It will fit quite nicely, just like so. Here we have this little pin. You're going to need that later on. Do not glue that in. Now we will put the chair on top of that, just like that. Had trouble getting it stick, so you might just have to press it down till the glue dries just a little bit. See, some things are easy to fix. Just put a little glue, make sure it dries properly. Some instrument panels. One goes there. Going to put our table right here, lines up, it's got that little hole there. Perfect. So this is the best way to not install chairs. I didn't read the directions properly. You should have just put the seats onto those and then put them into the model. But this is how I did it, so learn from my mistake and don't do that, because it was not the easiest thing in the world to do. And why I did this, I don't know. Maybe I was following the instructions. I can't remember what they called for, but this certainly is not an easy way to do chairs at all. But they look good. They turned out nicely in the end. You see, even with the half done paint job that I did, it actually looks really good, like a nice old type of model. That's the whole point of this, make it look old and used. So there, that's how we will fit that in, so all the parts dry in place and we know everything will fit later on. Take everything out. We will do the rear stabilizers. Got two of those, of course one on each side. Here's some bombs, we'll get to those a little bit later. Got our little pins right here, make sure everything lines up. Get the pins right there. The boxes were earlier, I guess those are the pins. Hold it, run some glue along the edge. You will have to file these down because I had flashing and it did not look really good, so we had to fix it. And that is a rudder. You see, using my hobby knife going along the edge, otherwise it will not meet up nicely with the rear fuselage. Just some helpful hints and tricks. So you see that, you see how nasty these are. Most of the plane turned out decently, but you know, every now and then it's not fun if you don't have to work on a little bit, so they say that's what modeling is about. So my first foray into using liquid mask. I've since learned a little bit better, I think, how to use this, and I will try some other techniques. So this is my first time, so go easy on the criticisms. This is the rear glass right here. This will also get painted a silver color for the rest of the fuselage. It's got like 6 windows on this, I think. You got 2 right there, and then 2 on the other side, and then the 2 front ones. So I just got all these. Try to lay it on rather thick, that way it comes off thicker. and then also make sure you get some good courage. So this is the ball turret mount. I showed you the hole where this will go later on in the build. We have these little deals right here. You're gonna have to get all the flashing out of here, because this is supposed to kind of press in, and it's what will hold the ball turret in place. So you want to make sure it has a little bit of give to it. And this is a little bit tedious, so that's why I'm showing it to you, so you know how to fix it. Got another little pin there, or box, and then put these halves together, and that's what it will look like, and the ball turret will go in there, but don't put it on too early. Anywho, this is some good stuff. We've got our bombs. Notice each pin is on different sides. See that? Completely different. So we'll do these right here, go all the way around, mask off our bombs. Why you mask them off, I don't know, because that's incorrect. Just put the glue on the bombs and hold the back ends together like this. So this is it. I'm going to show you what's happening next. Assemble the ball turret carefully. Got a gun inside of there, of course. Put in our windows. Assemble the main fuselage with all the components. Put it on it. Thank you for watching. Of course, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. And until next time, see ya.